They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hurt down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards, the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it'll be 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 2nd down, Tua escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
He's going to take another shot here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
7-yard line. A gain of
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 2. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we'll leave it. And that's exactly what he did over the stripe.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
The
line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Dancing to his left. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
13 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Tua wants to throw it on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Third down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And now, oh boy, that's Jonathan Taylor. He is still down on the field. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Giants 17. Panthers 3.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Play action, now it's Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
For the extra point.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
For a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Back to throw here.
3.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Carolina.
From the gun, it's Tua. Being chased out left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
31-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. First, it's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tua going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for number 12. Incomplete.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Giants, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track.